Yo, Joe. Hey, everybody. It's Jason here from the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, coming at you with a brand new Unbox With Me video. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Good toy weekend. Oh my gosh, I definitely am going to talk a lot about Cracktastic Plasticon. Yo, Joe. JT976 Evil. John. I agree. Yo, Joe. Yeah, today's fun little question is because of that. Just wondered if you had any good toy show stories. Like did a fight break loose over a toy? Did you see two nerds battle it out to try to? I don't know. I don't even know what happens. Did you have like an epic negotiation with a vendor to knock him down $100? I don't know. I don't know what happens. I just kind of keep to myself and go look at toys and buy toys. But I don't, maybe you've seen some shit. Who knows? And I'd love to hear about it. Um, but if not today, if you're watching live here, you can always leave that story in the comments below. It would be awesome to hear about. Today we're going to unbox a toy, and it's going to be awesome. I know that much. I know John was a little smarty pants earlier, but he's not wrong. It's probably going to be a Transformer. But because that's what you can expect from me. As you can tell, I'm a Transformers guy. But the cool thing about this stream is if you out there watching live, either right now or in the future when you jump on one of these and you think I want to unbox a toy too, you're more than welcome to come be on the show. Just get on here, unbox a toy with me. I want to see your toys just as much as I want you to see mine. So yes, all you have to do down in the description of the YouTube video, there'll be a link to my Facebook Messenger to send me a message over there, and I will send you a link to join the stream. We'll get extreme on the stream. That's so stupid. Yeah, so it'd be cool. It's fun when people jump on. It's also, it's fine. I can ramble. Gosh dang, the last episode, I went over an hour just by myself talking about one simple little toy. Oh, what? Who said that? But yeah, I'm gonna go a hair of a curveball today. Not really, but yeah. So this weekend, let's see, it's Sunday, April 28th today. Yesterday, Saturday, April 27th, we had Cracktastic Plasticon here in Ottumwa, Iowa. I know some of you made the trek, and we really appreciate it. We had a comic book and toy show here in Ottumwa. A brand new location. Might have thought a step down from a place we were before, but we're really excited about this new location. And I'll be honest, I got a lot of feedback about it, and it was all really good. We were at the National Guard Armory. I know. You're thinking a bunch of geeks and nerds at a army base type thing. What? But the cool thing is that those army folk that I talked to and dealt with and helped book the show, they have this big ass room, basically where they store their big giant army vehicles. But they clear it out and they rent out that space for people to do things. The fun. I've known about the armory for a long time. Me and my brother Spooty, who's on the show, you know Spooty. Everybody knows Spooty. In the early 90s, we were in one of our first bands, our first band. We just wanted to play out and play music, and every we would just look anywhere to put on a show, play a show. Like one of just give me a basement, give me a porch somewhere, give me anything. Let's have a show. Let's have a show. Us punk rock kids are just like, let's do it. And we get a couple bands, and everybody's friends would show up and be awesome. And I mean, I won't say the town, but like in the smallest, like cracked out town, uh, we'd rent a little gym, an old gym, where we probably shouldn't have, just an excuse to put on a show. And so in the early 90s, we had rented out this armory at least once, maybe twice. I can't, my memory's terrible. But I have video. Maybe I should try and dig it out. But I have some video of our first band rocking the heck out of this place, and it's really just a big cement room. So I have no problem admitting that the sound was awful in this place. It was terrible. It's terrible. And so Spooty, he's on the show, and he's pretty, I don't know, quiet, reserved, maybe. I don't know. Everybody, I think, thinks of Spooty as just a quiet little reserved guy over here on the show. He's hardly paying attention. He's just transforming toys over here. He's just playing by himself with toys. And if you guys could, if you knew, this show we had in the armory, he had just long ass dreadlocks down to his butt in my memory. That's how I see it. Like a big giant bass. And that dude was he was just throwing down all over this place. Like you would never imagine that now. Um, but that dude just used to throw down. It was amazing. It was amazing. That's my memory. One of my biggest memories of shows that we had at this armory in the early 90s. That, and then we had there was this kid that used to come to our shows all the time, and he was like, it seemed like 8 years old, 10-year-old kid. I don't know whose parent. I never saw him with a parent. I don't know how he got to the armory. Those of you who got to go, it's not like near civilization. It's just way in the north side of town in like an industrial section of town. Like, how did this kid get out here? But this little kid, and he'd like always be bald. He'd never have a shirt on. I'm not sure he even owned a shirt, even came with a shirt. But no matter what, at all of our early shows, this little kid would just show up, and that little dude, he just bounced all. It was like almost worth going playing the shows just to watch this little tiny kid just go to town. Oh, the punk rock early 90s. And then we forgot about the armory, you just hadn't thought about it in years. And we were having the last venue, the prices were getting out of hand and out of control, and was just looking around for alternative venues. And we need a little bit of space because we got about 50 tables worth of vendors. You can't just put that anywhere, and it was kind of tough. There were some places we were looking at, and then bam, all of a sudden, just a few months ago, like just a friend of a friend was having a wedding reception out there and posted some pictures from it. And it was just like, oh, duh, the armory. Oh my gosh. Let me go talk to him. And the army folk, they were super duper nice, super casual, really cool about it. I was like, day one, I'm like, do we need contracts? What do we need to do? And they're just like, we'll just touch base when it gets closer. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And they're really, really nice, and was super helpful on the day too. So, yeah. And so we had the show. We had where it's here in the Midwest, so the weather was definitely on Friday scary. A lot of tornadoes everywhere. Madness. Hopefully everyone's safe and made it through it. I hope, but it's crazy. If you've ever been through or know what a tornado is, I don't know. Seen the movie Twister. It's like that, cows flying everywhere. But I mean, it was bad Wednesday or Thursday, Friday. Just I went to go get some yard signs for the show and I lost my hat. I had to go like chase it down like forever. It was windy. It was so bad. And the rain was so horrible Friday. And I'm just like, well, these events, if there's like one raindrop, nobody likes to leave the house. So we're super nervous. And then I think it just kind of all blew it away. And Saturday morning, it was really nice. And it was supposed to rain that afternoon, but it never did until after the show. That later that evening, it finally rained, but didn't not one drop until I was driving away. It was perfect. Got really lucky with the weather yeah, like I said, I think everyone really had a good time. All the vendors seem to do all right. Changing a venue is always scary. Getting people to go to another place. I mean, literally, there was one guy, Cheney. He showed up at Bridgeview, the old place, and was like, "Hey, where's everybody at?" And I'm like, "You dummy, new place." But he came right out and bought a bunch of stuff. But just being at a new place that costs much less, was able to make the vendor tables even more affordable. So I think the vendors had an even easier time making their day and making some profit and selling some stuff. All day long, that's half the fun of toy shows, is just watching vendors traveling to other vendor tables, just trading all day long. Everybody's trading with it's so fun. But and then we had a food truck there. It was awesome. First time we had like real food at the show, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Papa Zacky's. It's a food truck. It's a new truck in town, and it was like gourmet smash burgers and stuff. It was freaking good. None of us got to have. I don't know if anyone got. They had like all of a sudden like these gigantic monster hot dogs show up on a handwritten sign, like the hot dog fairy brought some hot dogs, and those who saw it was like, oh my god, this is a big deal. These hot dogs are huge. It's like the size of my arm. I don't know. And so we're all like, okay, well, let's go get some hot. And then they were gone. So I don't even know if people even saw them, but I can tell you that I had the mac and cheese smash burger. So there's mac and cheese on this burger, a double, and then the bun was, it was so good. And you can add whatever you want on it, and it didn't cost more. Oh, so happy to have good food at the show. It was awesome. Definitely will have them back every time if possible. And yeah, it was good. It was a really good show. I'm already started looking at the calendar and try to have another one here in the summertime, sometime in the summertime, and then hopefully one in the fall. So hopefully do some calendar math this week and get some dates out there and start planning the next one. Thank you to everyone, all the vendors that came. If you happen to watch this, or any of the attendees, I know some of you attenders are watching, so thank you so much for coming, helping support this fun thing. We just do it because we want to just support this toy habit, So gonna unbox a toy today. Oh, hey, look at that, just on time. I think I'm gonna have somebody joining, sending them a link. They'll be on here soon. I'm going to unbox a toy. Turns out we're going to have someone else unbox a toy. We might even hear from this person that was at the show. We'll get a little insight on what he thought. Welcome to the show, John T.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic.
Made it home all right?
Yeah. It started raining about halfway back. It actually got pretty heavy rain, but then it just 2 minutes or something like that, and then it was done.
Man,
not too
you were
bad.
also scared. That's good.
But yeah, so you kept it to one burger then? Is that what you're saying?
I wanted to. Well, like, I got we're sitting there at the table with my buddy Mike, and I get a text, and it's, the food truck. They're like, "I think we're gonna shut down at about 3:30 or 4 or something." And we're like, "Okay, it's go time. It's now or never if we're getting this second burger." 'Cause I just wanted to support this food truck really, 'cause I wished more. I mean, the attendance was good, but I wish more people were there and they all bought burgers. But, we looked at each other, we're like, I don't think I can do it." That first burger was so good and so filling. Just couldn't do it, so I never made it out there again. It's a
It was
bummer.
good for
It was
sure.
good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we open toys, you were at the show. What'd you think? You had been to the old place at
Yes.
least once, and so,
Yeah.
new place, brand new. Think it was
I mean, I
alright?
liked it. Yeah, in the layout and everything, it worked perfectly. I thought, there's plenty of parking. Um,
Mm,
yeah, no complaints really. I prefer smaller shows to the really big ones because you can't get deals so much, because the tables are however many hundreds of thousands of dollars, so you
yeah.
go to I prefer the smaller ones to get the
You're
deals. I
right.
found
When a vendor has to pay a zillion dollars to even be there, before the first sale, they're in the hole so much. They are a lot tighter on those deals because they gotta make their money back to at least break even before they even start making money. And I heard from everyone that every vendor there was like, nobody paid full price. You just had to ask, like, in a good way, like, everyone was willing to work with you on stuff, which was so cool.
absolutely. Yeah.
A
It's a
good
good time.
sign. Yeah,
Yeah. I look forward to the next one.
for sure. Alright, we had Tia. Tia Shrank. Tia was there. She was one of the vendors. They were awesome. They were If you walk in the front door, they were the first after the author on the left, and then
Oh,
that one vendor corner that nobody showed up, they were the first ones
yeah.
there
Yeah.
on the left there. They were awesome.
Yeah, I got some good stuff from them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Patrick. He says, "Sup, y'all. Congratulations on the show." Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I felt it went pretty well. Pretty well. Probably should do it again.
And meeting everybody was cool too. Everyone you introduced me to, they were real nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I having been a vendor at plenty of shows, having these things is just building that family of friends, and it's seeing everyone again. They're like, sure, we're selling toys and buying toys, but we're also just going to this little mini pop-up family reunion kind of every time. And man, that's always the best part, I think. But
For sure.
catching up with friends. Well, John, what do you got? Did you get something at the show? Did you get some things? What'd you get? Can you even talk?
Um,
You got some comics, I thought.
I did get some comics. I got which I wasn't that I didn't bring that to open, but I
No,
got
no, no, that's fine.
a Black Panther. It was a Walmart exclusive that I didn't even know existed. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, so that was pretty exciting. To see something I like that I didn't even know was a thing. And in that particular version, I've seen a later version where he's got gold on him and stuff. He was just someone who's all black. So got him. Like I said, other than that in the comics, I think that was pretty much all I got. Oh well, I did get a movie.
Oh, crap. That's right.
That's right. I'm looking forward to watching that. I may watch that tonight. My wife's actually out for the evening, so it'll be
There's a good
perfect
chance.
time.
Just
Yeah.
get that out of the way.
But yeah, and then I went to the comic shop, Spuds,
Cool.
and got even more comics. So yeah, it was a good time. But as far as like what I brought to open, was something called
Oh.
Fennec Shand.
All right.
I think she's a really cool character. Have you watched The
Yep.
Mandalorian and all
Yep.
this? Okay,
I've watched
all
it
right.
all.
Yeah.
Love
I
Star
mean,
Wars.
Ming Na Wen, anyways, the actress is like
Oh,
she's super awesome. She's so great.
she is awesome.
Everything she's in. So I don't really collect these. I do have a couple actual vintage, so it'll fit in with that. So I was like, oh yeah, I might as well, because they had I know they got a black series too, but I don't know if I really want to go down that rabbit hole. But the card on it's pretty cool, so I'm going to use a
Yep. Trim that bubble off of there.
which I've never actually done before. So we'll see how this
Sure, it's weird to see someone opening a reaction size style thing. It's like, because that card art is such a big part of it.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, you just want to play with the toy.
Yeah, but she's got the helmet and stuff. I just want to see what it looks like all put together. And because it's smaller, I can just display it. It's not like a big deal. I don't need a lot of space.
Yeah.
She's got 2 weapons. Looks like this is like her sniper rifle. It's got the scope on it. Oh, you're kidding me.
I don't think anyone's ever broken anything pulling it out of there, but every single time it feels like you're going to break it when you try getting it out of there.
Oh yeah, this is like a real, as you can see, it's real pliable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, soft rubber.
Why be worried about that?
It's interesting. It looks like she even has like a blast effect thing. You see them on the bigger toys, but you don't usually see them at this scale. I think that's what that is. It's like a blue flame. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right. So there's that helmet. Dear Lord.
And especially when you're on camera, then it never wants to come out. Like, it would have just been out by now if you weren't on camera.
I just thought it was gonna pop out, but it's got some very well hidden tape, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the tape.
It's that invisible tape.
Exactly. See, you look like an idiot trying to open it on a live stream.
Oh, I just saw your shirt. That's freaking cool and weird and scary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's that website called threadless.com where just various artists, various artists can submit designs.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I found a lot of cool shirts on there. I prefer wearing shirts that I'm not giving free advertising to
yes.
companies,
Sure do.
All right, here we go. All right. So there's her in the 5 points, the 5 POA. They're like,
gosh, not even elbows, huh? Yeah.
No, but even though they're meant to be, that's cool though. She's got cloth goods. Even though they're meant to be like the vintage style, they're kind of emaciated. They're just they're thinner all around. They're just smaller. Oh, is that not actually? Oh, interesting. So it's not actually a helmet that goes on. I think, did I just break that? I might have just broke that for real. That's crazy. I think I broke it. Did I break it? It's got a
right. You're so used to popping heads off, you just.
Well, it had to. I thought it was just going to go on, and then I realized, oh no, it's got its own little peg.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah, no worries. But
and then
maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Right. If you have glue, it may never.
Yeah. I can't tell. So it's still buried in her head. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. No, I think that's right. Okay, that's right. It's not broken.
Whew, sweating over here.
Yeah, well, the helmet, I guess it looks fine, but I didn't feel real confident about that. That was in there. But yeah,
it gives her that full mask thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And then I'm a big fan of being able to have them display all of their accessories.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what this is. Does she have a braid? I think that might be what it is. Does she have a hair?
Yeah, hers.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm probably gonna get to show that, but so you see the big hole, right?
Yep. There's
right behind it is a tiny hole.
Wow.
That's hilarious. So, and I guess you must tuck it up under the helmet because there isn't a hole under the helmet. So that's cool. Yeah.
You
Okay.
never would have saw that if wow.
No. Yeah, because let me see. So it's just the back of the car. It's
And
just
show you. Hmm.
no. I mean, plus it's tiny. In fact, that little blue, what I assume is maybe it's not a muzzle flare. It's just sitting on the ground next to her in the picture.
Oh, just
Now
a
I'm like,
glass
is this?
jar or something.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember that. Anything? Do you? Anything from the
That's
show?
what
Like,
you're drinking
because that's
during
our
this.
drink. Got our blue drink.
Some blue milk in there.
Yeah, that is what it is. It's blue milk. Because yeah, I don't see a place to like. I thought it was gonna go in like the barrel, the tip of the barrel, but
Sure.
no,
Huh.
no. I'm gonna have to research that. But yeah, so she looks cool. Like I said, I do like her cloth little uh, apron thing. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Her
She sits right
waist cape. Yes.
there. Exactly. A waistcoat, maybe. No, maybe. I don't know if because I guess it's supposed to be attached to the upper part, so maybe it is a
Yeah,
waistcoat.
just a jacket.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
she even has a tiny little like if it's like a clip holder for like her like a magazine holder for her.
Nice.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of detail for such a small little figure. So, but anyways, yeah, that's what I got.
Awesome. An almost live broken toy.
Oh, you just don't,
Such
and
a
it just they're so
brute.
small, they're so delicate.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
but yeah, and I didn't hold back. So yeah, I'll just
Oh, well, just
pull it. Yeah,
and I'll use this as a reason why I'll never open these reaction figures. It's too
exactly.
great.
Yeah, it's evidence. It's like
Well, we just had this question from Tia. Was that a news reporter at the show? Yes, it was. That was Maddie from KTVO. I had been, uh, since I don't have TV, I wasn't able to watch the news last night to see it on. Normally, they'll get it on that night. I had been watching the website to see if when it comes to a streaming version, and I'll definitely and I got to be interviewed and on it, and Mike did a little bit too, but and she went around, took a lot of B-roll stuff, everybody's tables, and I even saw her go buy something. It was
oh
really
wow, really?
cool. Yeah, it was kind of awesome. Got to converted someone there to do her job, and then stayed and had fun for a while. But as soon as I see that newscast is online, I'll definitely share it in all the places.
Awesome. I want to check that out.
We also have Chad Foster left us a nice comment here. He was one of the vendors. So if you walk in the first door after the 3D printer folks that were on the right, he was the next group of stuff on the right there. He had like 4 tables, tons of loose figures and things. And Chad says, great show, fun connecting with friends and making trades. Sold a few items that people had been searching for. I really enjoy the reaction when you have someone's grail piece. Never gets old. I bet, man. He says that food truck was great as well. Smash burger with blue cheese sauce for the win. I heard that was good. I'm not a blue cheese guy. I would have immediately vomited everywhere. But I heard that from multiple people. That was good too. Thanks, Chad. Thanks for saying all that. I'm glad you had fun. We were always happy to have you there. All right. Well, jeez, maybe I should open a toy. Make sure no one else is coming on. All right. So I know on my last stream I opened the Missing Link Optimus Prime, the one with the trailer, and on there I was like, "Do you want me to open the other one too?" Because there was one without a trailer that was different coloring and stuff. But I'm not going to do that one now. I'm going to do yet another Takara release that was pre-ordered at the same time that one was. Took 14 years to come to reality. I'm just kidding. It was a year or less, but it just felt so long,
Yeah.
And it's it just came out of nowhere for like a week or so. It was only available in Japan, and everyone over here was just like, "Oh my god, how do I get it? How do I get it? What's the conversion yen?" Ah. And so, not long after that, a week or two, it was eventually became available over here, and then we just pre-ordered it, and it was here forever. But it was just something that they created out of, made it a thing, and it's like I want it. I gotta have it, and it's called Lunar Cruiser Prime. If you haven't seen it, it doesn't look like this. This is just the Takara box, just this nice black and white generic box. And so same with the Missing Link primes. I stayed away from all reviews, not many pictures, definitely not any videos of anyone unboxing or showing it or reviewing it. I honestly don't even know what the box looks like. So I'm really excited. Let's oh man, this is exciting. I'm already nervous because I'm like, I should try to transform it because it's probably going to come in vehicle mode, and I don't want to because it's too nerve-wracking. Okay, opened it up. Oh, there's artwork. That's cool looking. The old shake. The reveal. So they took this lunar cruiser module thing and made a prime out of it. Nothing in the box. That's it. Just a nice little generic shell. Let's look at the box. Oh yeah. So they just, let's make this and let's make it a prime. I'm like, what are you smoking over there? On this side of the box, we got the lunar cruiser module thing. On this side, we got what Prime looks like
on the moon.
Apparently he's running, bouncing on the moon. And on the back, we got him by himself. We got some pictures of what, there's this big dish on top of the cruiser. Got these solar panels. Oh, they turn into little shields, of course, as you would do it. Can't have a Prime without you can see it in there. Got the Matrix. Yeah, holy moly. I can't say I've ever seen this. Okay, I won't take too long reading this because I don't know Japanese. I'm just looking at the pictures. That's cool. Okay, let's get into this box. I should just say I'm done. All right.
Yeah.
I unboxed it. Oh, we got some plastic bubble. No styrofoam.
Oh.
I think it's going to go. I see some paper wanting to fly out. We got our instruction book I will surely need. Uh-huh. Oh gosh. Nothing else in the box. I might need that for reference. All right. So here we go. We got our module. We got our solar panels and our dish. Cool. That seems to be all that's in there. They seem to be tied in. It's not like a second layer that's holding it in there. I'll snip this out of here. I still don't think I could transform it. I'm too nervous, but.
Are you going to pre-order that auto-converting Megatron?
Even if I had the money, well, that does change things. But even if I had the money, I don't know that they're for me. They're definitely 100% a robotics company.
Yeah.
That are also trying to get more people to be interested in their robotics company, which is smart, and make some things that are way more recognizable than some robot.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they're not cool as hell. I mean, they're fucking cool as hell. And I mean, when I watched Grimlock transform for the first time is just like, Jesus, that's such an amazing thing. And I've been to a toy show. I went to TFCon last in Chicago a while back, and they had Optimus there. And yeah, sure, almost fell asleep at that booth just staring at it for so long, just watching them flip them back and forth and say things. It was just like mesmerizing. It was so cool to see in person. But I don't. I'm not saying they're not worth the money. If
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing you're into, then they're probably cheap. I think we're all shocked that Megatron was as uh, low priced as he was, considering how Grimlock went way up in price.
Mm.
But so now he kind of came back down to Optimus's prices, so that was cool. But then again, like he's $1,000, and then you play with it for a day, and then you're just then what? You know?
Yeah, sure.
And it's not like none of them really are posable and then static, and then turn it off and they stay there. You know, they all and they don't look super great when they made Megatron a little better when you power him down. He'll have sort of a okay pose. But Optimus, he was just like,
really,
he like wouldn't even stand up straight. So, yeah,
for that kind of money.
But I mean, it's amazing, and they're making them all even more customizable. You can build your own transformations in it through the app. There's just an app that does most of the stuff. You can just drive them around, make them do all the things, say whatever you want. But you can also build transformation sequences and poses and movements to do however you want. Like with Megatron, literally, you can be like, okay, you put him in like pre-pose mode, and then you can grab his arm and you say, I want to move this arm to here. That's the next step. Like literally anywhere, and then program that in. Okay. It's like making a little animation out of him, just step by step by step, and you just program it in, and like that stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's awesome. It furthers Transformer love. It's bringing it to new audiences, so I'm for it and I support it. But man, I don't think it's for me. But if any of my friends want to get one, and I'll come and I'll look at it and play with it with you. Yeah, this stuff. Okay, got that out. I think. Oh well, that's gone. Nope. Okay. So I got his little. Got the light. It's got a little bit of. One side's kind of flatter, and then this side's got a little button on it that I think just goes on this little thing right here. Doop. Okay. That's bizarre. Yep. See, I get nervous. I don't want to do it. But so we got his little module here. What's neat, these little guys are pretty like bendy, like super soft feeling. It's kind of weird. But really cool. This is a Toyota brand thing. Oh, you can see him. You can kind of see his parts there, his waist, his legs will come folding out of here. Yeah, he looks awesome. Super excited. We'll just look at him, what he turns into again. Yeah. Pumped to get into this guy. Just because it's just this brand new thing that never existed ever. I mean, it's this guy we know, but he's never been this before. So
I was going to say, I think it would have been cool if they just used that opportunity to make a whole new character, but then they wouldn't have sold as many.
Right. Yeah. I know. I was just listening to a podcast earlier, and they're talking about Transformers 1, the new movie, and they're just kind of being dicks and like, oh, we're going to have Optimus again. I'm like, well, of course you dummy. Like, this wouldn't exist if you think you got what you think you wanted. No, I don't know. But anyway, Lunar Cruiser Prime. That's fun. That's neat. I know Spoody's already got him because he's a big Prime guy. So,
Oh, does he? Nice.
do you have any other good toy stories before we go today? Any craziness?
I had I had one. I mean, it's gonna date it because
Yes.
it took place at a hotel, and I was actually helping my friend who put on the show. He also had a table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he needed people to watch the table. So I was one of the volunteers, and it was me and a friend were both manning the table, and I don't know. At some point, there was also a group there, kind of they were publicizing, I guess, their low budget. They're making a mummy movie. Okay, so and this is in the 90s, um, and at one point they had the guy there dressed up,
Mm-hmm.
as the mummy. It was real good. It looked really good, but I guess he'd been there a while. So at one point he gets up and he goes to the entrance to the vendor's room, and he starts smoking. Because that's how dates it, because you could never do that now.
Right.
But
Right.
he just starts smoking. My friend and I just thought that was the most hilarious thing, because he was just posted up there, kind of leaning up against the wall, and he
Full
looked
mummy
over.
garb.
He saw us laughing, and he just got all angry. He like took the cigarette and like kind of walked.
Oh,
It was That was hilarious. Though I'll
made the
never
mummy
forget that.
mad.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's smoking. He's dressed as a mummy. What do you expect? When they're doing normal things, it's just
It's
ridiculous.
so weird.
He could
So
be eating a Big
weird.
Mac and they're in the same response. Like, what is he? It's just weird. But anyways,
That's
yeah.
awesome. 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 Well, yeah, if any of you watching now or later, you got any good toy show stories, definitely post them in the comments below. You also know the drill. All the social medias, all the things, you know where to find us, and that's all found. You can find those links over at cracktasticplastic.com. That's where all the good stuff is. Thank you, John, for joining us today.
Thanks
It's good
again.
to see you again. It's been a John-filled week. It's awesome.
You'll need to take some time off from me, so
No more.
I won't bother you for a little while.
You won't buy toys for a while? Yeah, right. I know it's not true. All right. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Let me get this off of here, get things ready to go. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.